Hey guys, welcome back to your women's gear review channel, and today we are reviewing the Aer Day Sling 3. In this review we will of course have got you covered. We're going to go through the summary, we'll go through the features, we'll pack it out, see if we can get into it. We'll do a wee fit check, comfortability test, water test, and then run through some pros and cons. And of course, as always, if there is anything that we have missed that you would like to know, then just pop us a wee comment below and be sure to get back to you. Okay, let's get cracking on with the summary. So this is priced at £79. It is made up with that Cordura ballistic nylon, which is absolutely fantastic. You've got 29 by 15 by 7.5 in centimeters, and it is a wee 3 litre with a starting weight of 0.36 kg. I would definitely say this is sleek, durable. It's got really nice organization. It's simple to the point, but with really great premium materials. This is something that can perform every day for commuting, for travel, but also something that can endure the wrath of my dog. If my puppy can headbutt this and claw all over it and it still remains intact, then it's a winner. Aer do offer lifetime warranty, international shipping, and 14-day returns. Okay, let's get cracking on with the features. For Aer, they like to keep it quite simple with their branding. You'll find some here embedded in the hardware, and then you'll find a wee pop here on the side. So starting off externally, we do have this fid lock system. Boom, boom. We have the seatbelt material strap, which goes right down to, or up to, should I say, or down? Who knows? The length of it is about 23, 24 inches. I'm gonna fold this back down. See more of that on the fit check. Really sturdy seatbelt material. It's not like that silky one. It is sewn in here, so it's not removable or anything like that. On the back you have this little seatbelt material. Something to note is that the front zip is coated, the main compartment isn't, and also with the back zip it's not as well. The front zip on the sides, you could use these little loopholes and attach it to this thing if you want, but it really just helps open up the zip. This one is fully coated, which I absolutely love, and I love a little hooded zip here. In here, you're gonna have your bright interior, you're gonna have your little key tether that is sewn in. Lovely bit of space. You'll be able to see this a lot better when you start packing it out, so you can get a better idea of what we can fit in here. Closing that. If you want to, you can kind of compress it down or open up the sling, just depending on how much you want to pack it out. Beside the strap, you do have this little loophole attached to it if you wish, or just leave it hanging. You've got a little double zip here, come from either end as you wish. I'm going to turn this inside out so you can see it a bit better. Really gorgeous, minimal organization. The kind of structure and the materials are fantastic with this. So you've got 2 mesh pockets and 2 faffy on one side. The other side, the same 2 mesh pockets. Then you have a zip pocket, like so. Then you have like a wee back pocket. Now that wee back pocket is about 5.5 before you hit that black marker, 6 if you want to hit that black marker, and about, I'd say 6 for that black marker. I'd say 9 is probably your best bet. I don't really have tech that fits for that. I usually just plop in the Nintendo DS in there, which you'll see when we start packing it out. Otherwise, look how simple and sleek this is. As mentioned, if you got to it and you were like, oh, I don't fancy packing this out to the max, but I don't want it to look too overly bulky, well, it won't, because you can fold her on in and keep her a little bit slim and slender. Obviously 10 times better than whatever the hell I'm doing. Then that's that. You could probably find a way of locking these themselves, find a way of getting it through that loop, all these things that you can be creative with, we love. Then right on the back here, absolutely adore having a back pocket that runs right up. When you start packing out, depending on what you're packing, you might want to start prioritizing this space first before you start packing out the main compartment, because it can get a little bit tight. But otherwise, simple yet effective. So let's go ahead and pack her on up. Phone and my passport. Nintendo DS in there, in this wee pocket. Don't really have tech like that, so I'm going to put my power bank and probably plop my cable in here. Still have a little bit of space. Plop my purse here, just to kind of bulk it out a bit. Yeah, if you had like a thinner card, you could probably plop them in there a bit easily. Feels like a wasted space with just my power bank in there, so you can get creative with that. I'm going to plop in my purse If it was something you wanted to note, sorry, I should let you know that if you did want a water bottle in there, the 500ml fits the best. Obviously with like this purse like chunking it up, but you can get a 500ml in there. The 750ml is a bit of a tight squeeze. I would offer just the 500ml if you can. I'm gonna get my headphones and plop them there. Those kind of pockets, I don't really have anything that as a necessity for my day-to-day that could plop in there. Show you a little hair bubble in there for a little bit of organization, but that's mainly what I take for everyday kind of use. What's the weight of all that? Not even 1 kg. Okay, time for we fit check comfortability and see how this feels and looks on the female body. So this is what the sling looks like on me. For reference, I'm 5'6". You can obviously play about with that strap. So say I wanted to bring it right down. 5'6". This is where it is on me. Hopefully you can see that. I'll stand up here. For this kind of size, I definitely prefer on the back rather than the front. So that's it there. But you can definitely bring it around here if you wish. I definitely prefer it like that. Comfort wise, you just got that seatbelt material. Nothing too overwhelming, nothing too heavy. I just really wanted to show you the fit on me. Otherwise, this is lovely. So for a water test, this is absolutely grand for a light drizzle. It's not submergible or anything like that, but if you're getting caught in a downpour and you're running for shelter, you should be absolutely grand. Sorry, this is where I interrupt and just say, if you do happen to have a wee gander on the website of the products we are reviewing, then we would be so grateful if you could use our links below. This is no extra cost to you and it just helps us as a team and growing our channel. What's that? Oh, you would like me to introduce you to the team so you can see who you're helping out? No bother, let's go. First up, we have our editor, Orla, our outreach manager, Orla. Oh, there is our script writer, she's shy. She's called Orla. Then we have this sexy lady for thumbnails. The main star of our reviews is the reviewer herself, Orla. And last but not least, the woman who does it all. Her name is kind of like Lorla, but it's Orla. So don't forget to click that first link to purchase your item. Okay, time for some pros and cons. Pro number one is definitely the durability and build. I can't describe how much when you get this product that it just feels amazing. I also like the thoughtful organization. They haven't just chucked in anything in there just for the sake of it. It's quite thoughtful and usable. Definitely feel like it has a versatile style and design in that it can be placed in multiple environments. In terms of like the liters here, this is just personal preference. I prefer either smaller, so maybe even like a 1 liter to 2 liter, or something maybe extreme to maybe like a 7 liter. So I find like this liter is fine. It just felt like I was just having a lot of room left. Otherwise, I was just showing you what I could kind of chuck in there. I don't feel like I was utilizing the space as much as I can for a 3 liter. I definitely love the hardware on this and the fidlock system. It's not easy to crack if you're a little bit slow. It took me a minute or two to be like, oh, yes, you just slide it. Do let me know below your pros and cons, what you like about this, what you don't like. I know that Aer are definitely a very popular brand, so I'm definitely intrigued into what your pros and cons are. It just means then if anyone does stumble across this review, instead of me blabbering on as much as I do, yes, we know, then it would just be great to just see your pros and cons so that other people can see what works and what doesn't work as well. So that is the end of our review. We hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then why not consider joining the channel and hitting that subscribe button. If you do happen to have a wee gander over on their website and you're thinking about purchasing this sling or any of their other products, then we'd be forever grateful if you could use our links below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.